Welcome, friends, to You Are Complete. I'm Bianca Rodriguez, psychotherapist and spiritual teacher, and today we're going to talk about how I stay spiritually fit. The first thing I want you to know is that I look at myself as a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. So I prioritize my spiritual well being above anything else. I do 3 things to stay spiritually fit that I'm going to talk to you about today. 1 is meditation, 2 is prayer, and the 3rd is gratitude. But before we get to that, I want to let you know that I came up with the name Spiritually Fit based on this 1994 song, I Like to Move It, Move It. I don't know about what they say in this song except for physically fit, physically fit, physically fit, which I've turned into spiritually fit, and I like to move it, because I do like to move it. So I hope you guys get a little window into my brain, but let's get back on topic. So, meditation. I am trained in Vedic meditation, which is a practice that comes from India and it is centuries old. It is what transcendental meditation has grown out of, and it requires me to meditate for 20 minutes twice a day. I start every morning with 20 minutes of meditation, and then in the afternoon, after lunch sometime, and before I eat dinner, I do another 20-minute meditation. Yeah, that's 40 minutes of meditation a day. You don't need to do 40 minutes of meditation a day to have a beautiful and restorative meditation practice. There are so many wonderful free resources online, and there's also many meditation schools that you can utilize in order to begin a meditation practice. I will give a shout out to Deepak Chopra and Oprah Winfrey. They do many times a year a beautiful free 21-day meditation series, and there's also an app that you can download on your phone called Headspace that I have actually had many clients start to use in order to begin a meditation practice, and they have found great results. What I want you to know about meditation is that the only way you can screw up meditation is by not doing it. Meditation is the practice of doing one thing at a time, whether that's focusing on your breath, or eating lunch without any music on, or talking to anybody and being very mindful of what you're doing. There are also walking meditations. It's really the practice of doing one thing at a time. And the reason I believe it's so important is that meditation allows me to plug in to the infinite wisdom, the infinite power of the universe. You can call that higher consciousness, you can call that God, you can call that source energy. So I think of meditation as listening to the universe and plugging in. Now, I also pray first thing in the morning after my meditation practice, and I only say this one prayer, and it is, God, where will you have me go? What will you have me do? And what will you have me say to whom? Because I believe my purpose is to allow the universe, God, to flow through me, for me to plug my spirit into the greater big spirit, so that I can be a vessel for what is in the best interest of the universe and in the best interest of all of you, right? What's in the highest good. So I pray, how can I be of maximum service every day? The third thing I do is in the evenings, I do a mental gratitude list. If you are not using Siri to help you remember to do stuff, I highly recommend you do. Siri on an iPhone is like having a personal assistant. So at 9 p.m. every night, my phone reminds me, it says, what are you grateful for? Now, usually I'm in bed at 9 o'clock, so before I go to bed, I get to do a mental list of all of the things that I'm grateful for that occurred that day, which puts me in a space of abundance, a space of positivity before I go to sleep for the night. Now, Siri is a great tool to remind you to think about gratitude throughout the day. Another wonderful practice, and you can start it today, is you can start a gratitude list with 5 or more of your friends, even 2 or 3 of your friends. And what you guys do is every day you just make a list of what you're grateful for and you send it to your friends, and then you get their gratitude in your inbox. Accountability buddies are always a great thing to use when you are trying to create a new habit. So we talked about spiritual fitness today, and what I do, I meditate, I pray to be of service, and I make a gratitude list. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I would love to hear what you do to maintain your spirit or what your spiritual practices are. Please leave your comments below here on YouTube or below on SoundCloud. I want to make sure that you guys are aware that I've created this video podcast as a video for those of you that prefer to watch, but I've also made it into just an audio podcast so that you can listen to it on SoundCloud. Put me in your ears, take us with you on the subway, commuting, in the car, whatever you're doing. I would love to come along for the ride. Please connect with me on Instagram and Periscope and Twitter at YouAreComplete. I post every day things that I hope will inspire you to get in touch with your completeness, your wholeness, and your true self. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I love being with you. I will see you next Friday. And always remember that you are complete, you are whole, and you are miraculous. Have a beautiful day. To take us out, I'm throwing this jam on again.